Hey beauties, welcome to my channel. I know it's been a hot minute, but I'm back, hopefully consistent this time around. Anyways, I hope that you're good wherever you are. In today's tutorial, I'm bringing you guys a dry skin foundation routine. So if you're someone who struggles with dry skin, you feel like your makeup looks ashy, you feel like your makeup looks cakey and it feels dry, you know that feeling when you just like and you just feel dry. If you've got that feeling after you do your makeup, stay tuned. I've got the tips and tricks to get this glow during winter as well. Okay, so I'm not a fan of my eyebrows today, but we'll make it work. And my skin looks really bad at the moment because I just got off my period, so I had a really bad breakout, which is something that always happens. You know, hormonal acne is something that is a part of my life, but funny enough, I never break out on my cheeks. I always only break out on my forehead, but this time around I had a bit of a breakout on my cheeks. So yeah, that's kind of weird. Anyways, so to begin my skin prep, my dry skin prep, I'm going to go in with this Makeup Revolution Hydrate and Prime Primer. It's my favorite primer. I've been using it for over a year or close to a year now. I was using the Lagirl Pro Prep HD High Definition Smoothing Face Primer, but I find that it doesn't give me the same finish as a hydrating primer, and I think that is just because of the fact that I do have I do suffer from dry skin and dry skin patches. So a smoothing face primer or like a poreless primer, mattifying primer, those don't work well with my type of skin. So yeah, I'm literally going in with this. Oh my gosh, a hydrating primer is really just the way to go if you are suffering from dry skin just like me. I like the texture of this primer. It's like a serum texture. I really like it. This has a bit of a sticky texture once you put it on your face. I love that because then the foundation just literally just sticks onto the primer, which is what we want, to achieve. I can't believe that at some point in my life I didn't use primer, and honestly sometimes I forget to use primer. I don't know why. I forget to use primer, and I can honestly say that I see the difference in my makeup when I've used primer and when I haven't used primer. Next, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I have this Maybelline superstay, what is it called, superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation. I love this foundation because I feel like it really works well for combination skin. It's not only for dry or oily skin, it really works well for combination skin. I feel like it has a mattifying finish, but it's not too mattifying, you know, because it is a cream base. And then I also have this option, the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Filter foundation. They're both in the shade caramel, but funny enough, they're not the same. This one is a bit lighter for me, so I tend to use it in the winter time because that's when I get pale, and then in the summertime I use this one because it oxidizes and dries down darker than this one. But today I'm gonna go in with this one because it's my fave and it's just my comfort zone. And I love this. I love it. I love that it's creamy. Okay, and I'm just going to take my foundation brush that I use, and I'm just going to dab it into my skin. I did mention that I'm wearing a gown because it's cold, right? Because it's really cold. Especially my place. My place is so cold. So we're just going to blend it. Look at that match, honey. I am going to go in with my concealer to highlight my face. I use my favorite Lagirl Pro Conceal. I have been using this concealer ever since I started doing my makeup. I have tried other concealers. I'm going in with pure beige, if I didn't mention that. I have tried other concealers, and honestly speaking, as someone with dry skin, I always find that this is the concealer that works for me. This concealer is not mattifying at all, okay? Unlike the infallible products are mattifying, and I'm not, sorry, that just moved. And I'm not putting any mattifying products in under my eyes. Like, that's a recipe for disaster. So yeah, why am I putting on so much concealer when I'm just literally going to come back home and lie on my white bedding? I like to leave it because usually I'm unprepared and I don't have my beauty blend. My beauty blender is not damp yet, so I like to leave my concealer to dry down a bit. Even when you leave it to dry down, it does not mattify. It doesn't feel dry. It doesn't look dry. You know, it's still easy to blend out. I think this concealer is so easy to work with also. Of the concealer, and then on my forehead and chin, I'm just going over it a little bit because I don't want my forehead and chin to be over highlighted like my under eyes. I love for my under eyes to be dramatically highlighted. So this is where I switch up my foundation. This is where I switch up my routine from cream and liquids to powder. So I'm going to use my banana powder, and I'm just going to put some in my lid like that. And then I'm going to take my setting brush and I'm just going to dip into it like that. Okay, I'm hiding that with my finger, and then I'm just going to, you see that, so that there's like about this much left, and then just press it into the skin. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with a bit more because I want a bit more of a highlight from my powder. So I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me, and then I'm gonna go in with this flat foundation brush, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face. Use that same powder that I used to set my face to contour my nose, primarily because I like a natural nose contour. I don't like to change my nose too much, because you know your nose is your most distinctive feature, and it just makes you look like you and makes you look different from everybody else. So don't like to over contour it and like change it too much. My contour, I do know that I've heard from a lot of beauty gurus that if you have dry skin, don't use powder contour. But for me personally, I can work better with powder contour. I feel that it looks more natural than cream contour or liquid, or using a liquid product for your contour. It's faster, it looks more natural, you don't spend hours blending it out. So hence I go in with the powder. And as I did mention, we've already sort of formed a hydrating base for our skin, so it's okay now that we use powder. So now for the blush. Let me see which palette I can take. I like to use my eyeshadow palettes as blush. So yeah, I think I'm gonna mix these colors here. Just play around with these 3 shades right here. The Oh Darling Extra Dimension Skin Finish Highlights. I think if also if you have dry skin, highlights is your best friend. It just makes you look glowy. So I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques, and I'm just going to highlight all the points that I used to bake my chin. I like to highlight my forehead as well, just a bit. My cheeks. I'm going to do my mascara and then just put on some eyeliner off camera, and then I will finish off the rest of my face. Without setting my makeup, I'm not feeling dry. I felt a bit dry around my nose, but now I feel better. So I'm not looking ashy, so that's because we didn't use our foundation, the foundation of our makeup, which is the primer, the concealer, the foundation are not dry. So I'm gonna go in with my Keep It Perfect makeup fixing spray from Essence. This is my favorite. I've also been using this maybe for about 2 years now, consistently. So this is my favorite. It's really gives me a glowy finish, and my makeup lasts all day, so I like that. Okay guys, so I've set my face and I'm really loving my lip combo. It's so pretty. Anyways, I've set the rest of my face and we have come to the end of my dry skin foundation routine. I hope that you enjoyed this routine. I hope that you learned a thing or two, and I hope that you like, you comment, and you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to book me. I am a makeup artist, so don't forget to book me if you're going on a date, if you're graduating, you're getting married, you're a bridesmaid, whatever the occasion. My booking details will be down in the description box. I hope that you have a blessed day wherever you are, and most importantly, stay safe. Bye bye.